In an interesting turn of tides, I have found a special interest film for anybody who liked the first half of The Meg 2 but thought the second half was dumb as shit. I'm not being accusatory, especially since The Meg is based on a book series. Now, how true to that book series the movie actually is, I don't know. I'm just saying, the 2020 film Underwater, starring Kristen Stewart, is oddly similar, but made in 2020. Anyway, just so we can recap The Meg 2. They take the little submarines from the Rugrats Go Wild down into the Marianas Trench past the thermal layer or whatever it is, and they're trying to get to some kind of station underneath the water, and they got to get past the big sharks and monsters, right? But then the little boats crash, and then they gotta walk across the land in these diving suits that aren't really meant to walk across the bottom of the fucking Marianas Trench, and with a person who's never done it before. Well, you're never going to believe this. It's an oil rig 7 miles down near the Marianas Trench, or maybe in the Marianas Trench. I don't know. But the thing about this one is there's like 3 different stations. So you have the main office slash barracks or whatever the fuck it is, and then 2 drills. Anyways, their main hub starts collapsing out of nowhere. And don't ask too many questions because they're not really going to explain a whole lot to you. And all the escape pods are gone. And so they have to put on these diving suits that they've never really tested to walk like super far across the bottom of the floor to get to the drills, while bringing along somebody who's never dived before and fighting off monsters. Even going so far as to saying the monsters probably came from a hydrothermal pocket in the Marianas Trench. You mean like the ones that were housing the megalodons? Hee, but I did love this movie, and I'm not going to tell you what the monsters are. But you should know, when you see the first monster, it's not the first monster. You gotta wait for the big fucker. Because at first I was like, oh, really? That's what it's gonna be? Oh, wait! And the escape pods look exactly like the ones from Spaceballs, and that's hilarious. I'm giving this one like an 8.5 out of 10, because they didn't explain a whole lot, but I still had a good time. But also watch this at night. It's better at night. Okay, bye. Somewhere beyond the sea.